Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What is up, kin folks and cousins? Oops. Trying to fix my screen so I get full screen and accidentally turned off the camera. Give me 1 second. I'm going to just put that up there anyway because this is how we're going to open this. As soon as I get my other cousins over here in the room, I hope all is well with everybody physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. It is your girl, Dr. Tawana Worlds, coming by to disrupt. Okay, real short, sweet, straight to the beat. Excuse me 1 second. And then I'm going to hop off y'all timelines, okay? Let me go ahead and get our other cousins over here in the chat. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing popping. We're going to greet everybody all at the same time. All right, welcome in, good people. Welcome in. If you are here for the first time, welcome in. And if you are a cousin or a kinfolk, you always come hang in the chat with your girl, Dr. Worlds. Welcome back. Okay, we're going to be talking about Juneteenth, the great lie. Okay, before we get started, we're going to go over some history. We're going to see what it really is, see if it's adding up, see if we've been lied to, see if we've been deceived. Okay, don't think it's strange that today, out of all days, they released this whole Carmelo Anthony video. They had comedians coming out dressed up in whiteface. You got Charleston White, the character. All of this stuff happening for a reason. And I just want to shine some light on that, okay? I think we all should be well aware, whether we hear or we forbear. We can't keep playing the same game and think that we're going to win, cousins. You got to wake up. You got to realize it for what it is. We're too old, okay? Even the young folks is mature enough, old enough to understand. Look with your eyes. And your eyes see the lies. You need to wake up. Nothing will change if you, we don't change it. So please take a quick moment to share. They don't like people like me and I don't like them. When I say they, I'm talking about the platforms that I am streaming to you live on. They do not like people that tell the truth. They do not like people who, go out and research and find out, hey, here's a solution to that problem that you've been over here paying millions of dollars for. Here is a solution. It's absolutely free. Did you know that your car could run off of water? Instead of you buying gasoline, then all of a sudden that person is no longer here. They don't like truth tellers. They like talebearers. They like people who will keep you entertained. They like people who will cause you to go in a different direction, who will cause you to be distracted, who will cause you, or help you, enable you to stay, beyond the limit, beyond the surface of where they need you to be. Okay. They don't like people that say, hey, look, check this out. Look at that. Look at this. Do you see that? Yeah, what you see, it's real. This is what's going on. So I said all that to say, please share this. I want to earn the rights to your time. We ain't got nothing else better to do but to learn the truth because it is only the truth that makes us free. It's only the truth. People cannot lie to you when you know the truth. And you won't believe a lie when you know the truth. Period, point blank. If you find out somebody's been lying to you, once you find out the truth, the lie has been exposed. It can no longer have power over you or your lack of you knowing about it. Because now I know. I shined the light on it. I know exactly what it is. I know the truth. It can no longer hide. So that is what this live is going to be about. It does not cost you anything to share, and it does not cost you anything or any time, you know what I'm saying, to help spread the truth. We spread everything else, the tea, the comedy, the mess, the hatred, the vitriol, the racism, the prejudice, politics. Share the truth. And while you are sharing the truth, taking about 30 to 60 seconds, not even 1 minute of your time to copy a link, send it to somebody's text message, email, tag, invite somebody, make sure you actively engage in the comment sections. That's all free. And that's all I ask. It helps me reach the people that I'm supposed to reach. And it also helps me beat the algorithm, the machine that we are all up against in 2026. That being said, while you take that 1 minute to share, we're going to ride. Hey, 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 whole kingdom outside. Who outside? Kingdom outside. Who got pressure? We got pressure. We got pressure. Oil on me, can't touch this. Whole atmosphere, get disruptive. Outside. Kingdom outside. Hey, I don't step weak, I step covered. Whole lot of grace, whole lot of hustle. Pray through pain, now it's up. Devil mad, cause we blessed for real. Big faith, big motion. Hey. Stay focused, kingdom talk, different language. Whole room shift when I'm in it. Flags up, hands high. Whole squad outside. Flags up, hands high. Watch heaven override. Hey, who outside? Kingdom outside. Who got pressure? We got pressure. We got pressure. Oil on me, can't touch this. Whole atmosphere, get disruptive. Left side, right side. Let the whole camp slide now. Right side, right. King stepping outside now. Whole atmosphere changing. When the kingdom outside. Period. Who outside? Whole atmosphere about to get disrupted. Yes, and yes, and yes. All right, I got my stuff up. Let me go ahead and get ready to share my screen. I'm going to just kind of, briefly, maybe 10 minutes. I'm going to stay maybe 10 minutes or take maybe 10 minutes, okay? Just to catch you up. Let you know what's going on. I kind of just pointed out, what's being stirred, the pot that is being stirred right now, to cause us to start fighting one another, to cause us, why am I still low screen? What is going on? Hold on. I don't even know why I'm still on the small screen. I'm trying to get on the big screen. All right. Let's see if that stops it for a second. No, I'm not. Hold on. All right, there we go. So I'm just going to catch us up real quick and kind of build a foundation of where we're headed to, okay? Everything that we have or we operate by in this American country, government, it's all a system. You want to know why people can control masses of people, why people have gotten away with so many things for so long? It's because they have systems. And every aspect of our life is governed by a system. This is the only way anybody can have power over anybody. And I'm talking to my Caucasian sisters and brothers. I'm talking to my Hispanic sisters and brothers. I'm talking to everybody as a whole, even though Juneteenth is primarily and predominantly for minority people who were liberated. I'm talking to everybody because everybody is a slave, okay, to this system. Cousin, are we really free? Okay, because freedom without ownership is still slavery. Just so you see that. This is a day we're supposed to celebrate, and we're going to get into what this is, okay? But there's a lot of people still in captivity in 2026, and it's not just Black people. It's not. And where we will eventually end up at as a whole, while they want us out here fighting and funking with each other, where we're going to end up as a whole is in a digital system, aka a digital prison. That is where we're headed to, while they want us distracted with the other stuff. They are bankrupt in this country. People can't afford to feed their families. They can't afford to pay their rent. They can't afford to live. Tensions is extremely high. They know exactly what they're doing. Tension is extremely high because people mentally, psychologically, they're being impacted and affected by what is happening economically. That's what Juneteenth was all about, and we're going to get into it. Same type of shenanigans happened then and still happening now. The powers that be up in on Pennsylvania Avenue, okay? Those powers that be, Congress, White House, all, Pentagon, the powers that be have control because they have systems. And the system that we have been accustomed to is pretty much dead and gone. We are now entering to a new system, a new age. Okay. This is even biblical prophecy. Matthew 25 to be exact. This is a system that is unfolding before our eyes. And if we want to have change, if we want to have freedom, real freedom, not this fake, freedom over here, not this. Because you got to ask yourself, what is freedom? Let me share my screen in case nobody ever just went to go look this up. It's just a word that we have been, spinning the block over in our, Juneteenth, freedom, liberation. Okay, we're going to go the Proclamation of Emancipation. We graduated, we free. What is freedom? Everybody should know this. We all should know this. They say freedom is the power or the right to speak, to act, to make choices without unnecessary hindrance, restraint, or coercion. It encompasses political independence, civil liberties such as free speech and religion, and personal autonomy. Okay? It's just according to them what freedom is. Let me go see if there's another definition. Merriam down here says freedom is the liberty, license means the power or condition of acting without compulsion. Freedom has a broad range of application from total absence. Okay? Let me tell you what our definition of freedom is. Freedom to wake up and not have to worry about how you're going to eat, how you're going to pay your bills. Freedom to spend as much time with your family as you want to. Freedom to live wherever you want to live because you can afford it. Freedom to go in and give your family the best life that you want to give your family freely, without restraint, without worry, without hardship, freedom to do with your time what you want to do with your time, when you want to do with your time, freedom to help others, to travel the world, to see places, freedom. That is real freedom. So if we're talking about freedom, that we were freed from slavery, which was a system. All slavery was a system. Let's figure out a way to get these people over here to do work for us, to build for us. We won't pay them. We'll feed them and we'll clothe them. We'll herd them in so we keep control. We'll condition them. It was all a system. Okay. And a system does not have to be a machine. A system is a way of doing things, a blueprint, how to multiply, how to get people to rely on your system. That is all a system is. The lottery is a system. It's a belief system. Most people don't know that. Lottery is a belief system. It ain't even real. You get millions of people to believe that they're going to win the Powerball. And there can only be one winner. Say, for instance, jackpot or the Powerball is at 1 point, I'll just say $10 million. $10 million. And now you got everybody who believes this system that I can win all this money. That it's my time. And they will do this over and over and over and over and over again for years. I mean, literally years. They will do this over and over and over again, thinking that it's going to be their day one day to be the one out of all these millions of people that are all buying into the same system, the belief. So now they say, hey, the jackpot is going to be 10 million. Now you got people getting with their coworkers. They get real creative. Hey, let me take this much out of my paycheck. Let me take $60. I'll buy 60 tickets, or I'll put $5 on each ticket. Let me go in. Let us go in at the job. The coworkers come in. We put in, $1,200, and then we'll split. We'll divide it this way, this way. You get real creative. They spend all this money into this system, all by their belief. They believe they're going to win. So you know how they're able to give the 10 million? They didn't already got that off of maybe 1/4 of the people that's buying into the belief system that they're going to win the lottery. They don't mind giving 10 million because they didn't just got 100 million off of people believing that they will win out of all the millions of people. And then when they don't win, do you think they be like, hey, y'all, man, I straight got scammed by the lottery system, man. Man, they took my money. They said that I was on win, man. I've been in this system, man, playing these lottery tickets and scratchers, and I've been playing my Powerball numbers, man. I'm faithful. I done played my kid's birthday. I done played every number, and they keep scamming me, man. I'm 12 years into this thing. Do you think people are gonna say that? Absolutely not. They're gonna say instantaneously, well, the next time. All because they believe that. Some people spend their whole entire life, ain't never won one time, but they still believe. And they bought into this belief system. Same thing with people who go to the casino. Yeah, you might hit. You know how much a person has to feed a machine for one person to just come and sit down and, oh, okay, they got up too early, they bad. I won, I hit. It's a belief system. You know how much money they actually got to make before they just pick randomly? Okay, this slot right here, this machine at this time is going to be a winning machine. Everything is a system. Here you is sitting there thinking, oh, I'm lucky, man. Every time I go, I'm lucky. No, you are deceived, beloved. You believe a belief system. Everything is a system. The school is a system. The workforce is a system. The taxes is a system. The credit game is a system. Everything is a system. And that is how they've gotten powerful. This is how they control masses of people because they own systems. So are we really free? We don't own any systems. What do they give us? Hey, you come out of chains physically to get in chains economically. We still ain't up. We so far behind. Still got generations of people. Your kids will raise up saying, man, they need to give us some reparations, man. We still ain't got no systems. We out here looking real cutesy, boycotting, but for how long? It's not enough of us to have systems. We don't have businesses. We don't have systems. We don't have something that'll keep it circulating at all. And I've been showing you guys the money that is being shifted from you, from a system. It cost America. We're going to go back to 2020 real quick, okay? 10 minutes quick. I'm not going to hold y'all here long at all. I'm going to give you some solutions to get you some real freedom. For the ones that are absolutely tired of running this rat race and absolutely tired of playing this game. Nothing changes till you get tired. I don't take people serious. I really don't. You have never seen me in a video marching anywhere. You have never seen me, on a live, footage or some type of uploaded content in anybody's content with me like, yeah, give us freedom. Man, I'm not asking y'all to give us anything. That doesn't work. Marching doesn't work. Keep on spinning the block every year, acting like we out here celebrating freedom it's just sending me. How are you free? Are you free to make your own decisions? Yeah, I'm free to make my own decisions. Well, who owns your time? Who controls where you live at? Get out of my face. I got to tell you the hard truth because I love you. And there's nothing that you can do to me or do about it. So I'm bold and I'm courageous enough to tell you the truth. We're playing games and I'm tired of not seeing what they're doing to us. I'm tired of us allowing it to happen. So therefore I speak on it. And therefore I give my 10 pennies. And whoever has an ear to hear will hear. I'm not out here preaching something or being hypocritical. No. I preached this to myself for a while. And then I started implementing it. And when I saw that it works, I just can't contain. I can't contain it. I can't keep it quiet. Because now I literally see we suffer on purpose because we have bought into a belief system. We think that America is going to give us some freedom. We think that the government is our source and our resource. We think that America, a corporation, is not even a country, it's a corporation, really cares about the color of our skin. When have you ever known a business to care about your skin? A business is nothing but documents. They don't care about the color of your skin. We're not in the justice systems. Not like that. Not like that. We're a minority everywhere. Everywhere. Not enough lawyers, not enough judges, not enough civil rights attorneys. Why we got the same crooked civil rights attorneys, y'all? Why? Ain't nobody else better to do the job, but Benjamin Crump, what's Al Sharpton, same old ones that ain't brought no change to no community whatsoever. What we got now? Charleston White. I mean, some of the people that are civil rights leaders, and I don't know all of them, but they're embarrassing. You've proven exactly what these people say. And you know what? I can't stand being misclassified or gather or group with a bunch of people because that is not me. Yes, I am a melanated, okay? Very proud of who I am. I can 1000% be intelligent enough to build something. Is there some ghetto in me? You absolutely right. Before I was holy, I was hood. Okay? And it's still there. But there's a time and there is a season for that. How we got a man out here claiming, and I'm just this is side, but I'm just showing you how broken and divided, how ignorant we look as a people. We out here talking about we boycotting. And I'm proud. I am super proud that my people could unite and come together for a cause. What I'm most disheartened about is I know that we don't own enough stuff. So eventually we have to go right back to them and then they get to stick out their tongue. See, told y'all. Some people can't even hold the line right now. No, I just gotta have my nails and my toes and my eyelashes done. I just have to have Oriental food or whatever they're boycotting. It's just we can't come together and stand in solidarity because, and this is the biggest reason why some people be like, I ain't finna get in that boycott. I can't miss work. I miss work. I'm gonna get fired. You don't own no system. So you got to keep doing something that you really don't want to do. You can't stand for nothing because you bent over to their system. They control you. Now, back to what I was finna say. 2020, things changed. The old system that we knew of just changed overnight with the whole DIVOC, turn that around, 19. You know exactly what I'm talking about. DIVOC 19 ushered in a new system where that they can come in and that they can build and that they can steal the wealth. I'm going to tell you what system that was. It was an online system. Everything in person, brick and mortar, going into your jobs, normal activities you've been accustomed to all of your life stopped, came to a complete stop. And everything that was online from Uber to DoorDash to YouTube to Netflix to the Corn Hub to everything that was online went up. Moms and pops went down. People who spent half of their life running their own shops, pharmacies, bodegas, barber shops, all that stuff went down and the wealth began to be transferred instantly, rapidly online. Now people had to have meetings on Zooms, learn how to do presentations on Zoom, work from Zoom. Everything was online. And a lot of people missed it then. They still like, dang, when we gonna get off lockdown? When we gonna go back to work? Missed it. Missed the shift. And then once they figured out, oh, okay, we could get more people online, content started becoming a new currency with nobody being able to go into the, comedy events and concerts and stuff. Everything just online. Churches online, events is online, singing editions is online. Everything's online. That was the beginning of a new system being ushered in. And we missed that. So now that they figured out this is the way. Then they like, okay, let's start introducing AI. AI didn't become open AI, and AI is not new. It's been here since like 1600s. FBI been using it for surveillance, military. We've been had uh, artificial intelligence. It just was never open. The people who started using it, then they made billions of dollars because now they can watch people, monitor you when you go in stores, drive down highways, all of this stuff, enter into banks, all of this stuff. They start using artificial intelligence to make the Simpsons and all that stuff is animated. Okay. But they opened AI so that everybody who was not privy to AI, we gonna see how this gonna go, who gonna use it and who not. All of a sudden, all kind of millionaires were made, literally. You go in there and now you can just think of a thing, man. Give me a Bob Marley 2026 edition. I want him to have. Matter of fact, let's do this live, okay? Let's do this live. You can take an idea from out of your mind, okay? I'm just gonna make up an idea. Hopefully, if Chad act like it got it some sense. Come on, Chad. All right, let's see. Okay. So all of a sudden you went from, you know, having to go into work and having to contact a painter if you had an idea or something like that. Now you can go from just taking the idea from your brain into, matter of fact, I'm gonna do something else different. Okay. Hey, what's going on, chat? I would like to make some biscuits, and I want to make biscuits that are not normally made, meaning like sweet potato biscuits. I want to be able to make um, banana pudding biscuits. I want to make red velvet cake biscuits, 7 Up pineapple upside down cake biscuits. Can you help me with the ingredients? Tell me what I need. Give me a whole marketing plan that I could sell these biscuits to, or even let people taste the biscuits to see if it'll be a thing that go. Give me your feedback. You know, whether you think this will be a good idea, but I want to get this done like before the holidays, um, Thanksgiving, Christmas time. So yeah, I need some ingredients, and I also need some other ideas. What are some recipes that I can make for biscuits that melanated people, make? Some soul food biscuits, but I want to add my little own spin to it, like taking cake and turning it into a biscuit. I just said something, okay? Just an idea, just to show you, okay, what that looks like. So I spoke it. It went ahead and typed what I said, and I'm just gonna hit send and see what they're gonna give me. It went from brick and mortar to click and order. Because now, okay, look, cousin, I think you're onto something. People are always looking for something nostalgic but different, especially around the holidays. Sweet potato pie, banana pudding, pineapple upside down cake, red velvet are already flavors our community loves. Turning them into biscuits could absolutely become your signature thing. Here's the brand idea. You can call yours the Soulful Dessert Biscuits, or you can call yours Grandma Cake Biscuits or Southern Sweet Biscuit Co. I like that one, okay? Southern Sweet Biscuit Co. Okay, think buttery biscuit texture, cake inspired flavors, drizzles, glazes, and toppings, holiday gift boxes. This could become your crumble cookie, but for biscuits. Okay, talk to me, chat. Look at them bad boys. Yeah, that's what I like. Strawberry filled biscuits. Look at that banana pudding biscuit. Okay, talk to me. So sweet potato biscuits. This is what I would need. I can glaze it with some maple pecan. Okay. Banana pudding biscuits, it give me whoop-de-whoop. Okay. I can say, now, what are the instructions? How do I bake this? I asked it, taste before launch. I wouldn't launch all these at once, make 4 flavors. And then you can sell taste box, 4 mini biscuits for $10. Or you can host a tasting event at like a church, beauty salon. So it's letting me know. And then have people vote on the biscuits. I can do butter pecan biscuits, caramel pound cake biscuits, socket to me biscuits, sweet tea lemon biscuits, strawberry shortcake biscuits, peach cobbler biscuits, okay? Hummingbird cake biscuits, bourbon pecan pie biscuits, and sweet potato cheese biscuits. I took an idea all about some biscuits. And so now I'm turning that into a brand, right? I can do survey questions, pricing ideas for an individual biscuit, $5 to $7 for half a dozen. Give me all of that. My marketing plan, people love food. Something big is baking. And then I post a mysterious video. And then it tells me, reveal 1 biscuit flavor. Week 3, taste test videos. Hey, can I send you some biscuits to your house? Okay, got to be able for me to get them there overnight or whatever the case may be so they still fresh. Pre-orders, or do something locally. Go around my community and ask them to taste the video, taste the biscuits, and record their reaction. Okay, here's my social media, my business expansion ideas. I can give it my zip code. They will tell me where to go to the farmer's market, wherever. Go hook up with these people. They can help you sell it. All of that. My top 5 that I think would sell immediate would be banana pudding, peach cobbler, red velvet, butter pecan, and sweet potato. I honestly think the sweet potato pie biscuit could become your signature. Okay. I even create a slogan, grandma's dessert baked into a biscuit. If I don't like that, I can change that. Okay. But I'm going to tell it. Let me go back up here. I liked it. This one. Boom. Copy. Okay. I'm just going to paste this down here, what I just copied. Tell it, I like this one. And can you give me the ingredients and instructions for each of the first 5 recommended biscuits? Okay, I'm going to ask it to do that. Okay, it's telling me how to make my dough, my biscuit dough from scratch, how to preheat, whoop-de-whoop, ingredients, whoop-de-whoop for the banana pudding, tells me for each and every one of them. Okay, now, can I get images? Can I get the image for the first biscuit? Now I'm going to ask for an image. You know what I'm going to do next? After it gave me the instructions and after it gives me the 5 images, all I'm going to do is put it together in an ebook and I'm going to sell the recipe. I don't have to bake the biscuits. Hey, these are the perfect biscuits that you can make from home to make sweet potato biscuits, to make banana pudding biscuits. Okay, there go my first photo. Okay, this is my sweet potato with maple pecan, whatever they said. All I'm going to do is ask for the next image. I can now sell this cookbook recipe with these biscuits for $5 to $7 without ever baking one biscuit. If you want me to bake them and put them in a box, keep them fresh, I'll go ahead and get all the material, keep them fresh, get straight to you, and I bake them. Then I can sell gift boxes. I can already do pre-orders for the holidays. Hey, I'm only doing 50 orders of these. That way I know, about what time frame, how long it's going to take, so they have their biscuits on time. Okay, so I got my second image. And all I got to do is, the banana, these mugs look good too. And I don't even eat banana pudding, but they look good. Okay, I'm just showing you what happened, what kind of system we are now in. And the reason why we are still upside down is because we're not taking the opportunity to build us some systems where we can get out of their systems and control our own narrative, control our own finances, have control over whether our family eats, have control over whether our family be able to live in a safe environment, go to the schools we want them to go to, whatever it is that you want to do in life. You now have the control to be able to say whether that's going to happen or that's not going to happen, and not somebody else. You just literally saw me make a cookbook on biscuits from an idea. That's it. From an idea, that is it. Next image, I'm going to ask for all 5 of them, because after that, I'm going to say, now can you create me the ebook? I'm going to be lazy with it. Create me the ebook I can sell right now. By the time I finish this live, I want the ebook done. I only need 5 to 7 pages. Then I'll invite them to my free social media page where I post different recipes. Hey, how to make rice pilaf on this day, how to make spaghetti. I don't even have to go and make the dish. I can just keep coming over here and say, I want to make Southern style spaghetti with some Polish sausage or some hot links cut up in it, drizzled with some cheese, fresh out of the oven. And can you create the image for me? And give me the recipe and the directions, whatever I need, the ingredients I need, and the instructions on how to make it. I just copy, paste, download the image, and I upload that into my community. People need to eat every day. Look at these biscuits. I'm actually onto something. You steal my idea, I would use this video as reference. I would. That this is my idea first. This was just for educational purposes, but these bad boys look good. Yeah. Look at that. That is the what do you call it? Peach cobbler biscuit. That is the red velvet cake biscuit. Let me get my last image. Okay. That is the red velvet biscuit. That is the sweet potato. Peach cobbler, excuse me. Peach cobbler biscuit. This is the banana pudding biscuit. This is the sweet potato biscuit. And this last one, I believe, is going to be like the, I think it said one more, sock it to me cake or something like that, right? But boom, after that image, I can just say, can you create yep, there you go. That was a butter pecan biscuit. Can you create ebook or something for a low ticket that I could sell the recipe and ingredients and instructions on how to make my signature biscuits. Okay, so now it gave me the directions, it gave me the images. I can actually go copy and paste. Okay, um, they telling me, of course, this is how you position it. Easily sell these digital download for $9.99, $17 with a bonus recipe, $27 with a video tutorial bundle. Okay. So now it gives me, what I need. I'm going to say create the images for me. Okay, cool. Create the cover photo for this ebook, or whatever you call it. Create the cover photo. Okay. It's going to go ahead and get me all together. I'm not going to keep y'all here long. I'm just showing you how things went from click and order. I mean, from brick and mortar to click and order. This is the new system. We keep fighting for freedom from a system who has been created and rigged to not work for you from the very start. We cannot keep on asking a system that was rigged from the get go to care about us and to give us something or do something for us. Give us back what you took. Man, what you talking about? This is a system. Okay? So see how I created Southern Sweet Biscuit Co., the signature biscuit recipe. This is bomb.com. Tawana. Okay, chat, you got me together. Baby, don't play, don't play. Easy to follow recipe, step-by-step instruction, perfect for holiday and gifts, from my kitchen to yours. Oh, I would just blow up. I would go create me a YouTube. I would just go create me a YouTube channel and just, okay, I'm finna tell it. Cousin, we own to something, but I gotta make sure I get the next image. Next image for this ebook, please. I'm gonna go ahead once we done, okay? I'm gonna go ahead once we are done and put this thing together. Y'all gonna see this on the market in a minute. I'm just showing you, um, giving you an example. Okay, I can go and make talking head videos to sell this, these biscuits, the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna actually stop the share after this second image so I don't just keep going on and on and on and on and on. Because my real message here, if you don't create you something, and this right here is a system that I'm creating right before you. It's an ebook, it's a product. But in order for you to get into my system, for me to get your email, that's something that I can control. I can email you when I want to because you've given me your email when you made a purchase. You also invested in my system using your $5 for my cookbook. So now I have access to reach back out to you when volume 2 drops, when I'm hosting a live event in your area. I control the narrative now. I control what you see. I can control what you spend, how much you spend with no middleman in the middle of my transaction. If I get 1,000 emails from something that I did not even create myself, I just got a system because all I got to do is create this one time. I don't have to keep on creating this over and over and over and over again. Okay? What did you give me because you didn't obey? Let me see what this look like. They got me together. Okay, Chad, I ain't mad. Southern Sweet Biscuit Co., the signature biscuit recipe. Mmm. I like that one. Okay, it's trained. It knows my photos. It knows all of that. It has my signature, my name. I'm gonna go ahead and rock with image one because I like that one better. But I'm gonna say now we're gonna build out the next pages. Okay. Now, cousin, I need the next page in the ebook or the first page. Created as an image. Okay. And then I'll just keep on going on and on. See what it did was gave me another cover photo. Why it did that, I don't know. But I went in and just corrected it. Nevertheless, we can create these in any niche. Hey, how to build old school cars, how to take apart an engine for mechanics, how to get a date if you're a geek, all kind of stuff. How to show proper etiquette, how to um, get liberated financially, how to buy a home for the first time, whatever experience or expertise or blueprint or something that you've gone through that you can help others, you can put it together just like this. And now this is a system. If 1 million people come and buy this from me, I only did it one time. It gave me my cover photo. Now this is the next page in it. Thank you for your purchase. Welcome to the Southern Sweet Biscuit Co., where Southern comfort meets creative baking. These aren't your average biscuits. They are buttery, flaky, and filled with the rich, uh, nostalgic flavors of the desserts we grew up loving. Inside this collection, you'll discover whoop de whoop, whoop de whoop, 5 signature dessert inspired biscuits that will take your taste buds on a journey down memory lane. Okay, so now all I got to do is say, okay, cousin, next image. Okay, I just wanted you to see this. I just wanted you guys to see this, and my children are coming in, so you might hear a little bit of background noise, but just know I work from home. Okay, I'm serving you while serving them in the same perimeter. So charges to my head, not to my heart. They're gonna come in and say hi because they excited from coming back from the park. So give me a second. Hi. Okay. Hold on. Ah, yes, I am back. Okay. I'll be off in just a moment. Okay. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Put your shoes up, Bill. Hold on, you guys. They almost transition, but here's the third page, okay? So I already got my book. Here's the sweet potato, okay? All I got to do literally is just copy this or download these images over into another AI tool that'll give me a link to start selling. It's just that simple, okay? It's really just that simple. And that can take off and go somewhere else. Now I have a system that people can buy. People don't have to have these for the holidays. They can have for baby showers, for weddings, birthday parties, private events. People like to eat every single day. If you're gonna get into something or do something, get into something or do something that people want every single day. They cannot go without eating. Okay? Cannot go without eating. And figure you out a system to take it from community to long distance to international. How do they keep cookies fresh? Mrs. I think her name is Mrs. Fields. How does she keep her cookies fresh? How does she get them delivered and they still be fresh? the chat GBT can actually help you with shipping and making sure they stay fresh, and what kind of foil you need, or saran wrap you need, or what kind of packaging you need, and where you can actually buy the packaging from. Now you don't have to go into a physical location and have somebody do that for you. You don't have to reach a graphic designer and have somebody, flesh out and go back and forth. Well, I like that, but this I didn't like. You ain't got to do that. An hour, and you can actually have you something that creates money for you. It's called a system. It's working for you instead of you working for it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, demonstrate how simplistic it is. Okay. So now I have pretty much a couple of my images. I have only have like two or three more to go with the recipes, and boom, I have a system that's working for me while I sleep, while I'm spending time with my family. If they ever came and be like, look, you can't work here no more because of whoop de whoop, it wouldn't affect me. It wouldn't bother me. Why? Because I set something up to work for me in the background. When we understand that what has kept us bound has been systems, then we will be able to identify how to get out of their system, create our own so we can be free. That's what Juneteenth is all about. Okay. I am going to, hold on, let me go over here. I want to go over just a couple systems that we know and that we are a part of. And this is why we are oppressed, because of these systems. And then how to, I just demonstrated to you how to create your own system, how to actually take it to the next level. Because it's one thing for me to sit here and show you, oh, this is how you do it. But after you do it, then what? Hold on one second. All right. I don't know why this thing is acting wonky. Come on, chat. Get your brain together. Give me one second. It ain't pop back up here, but hello to the people that are popping back in, watching from Facebook, YouTube. I'm popping in for the first time. I can't see you because I'm on another screen. So if you come in and you speak and you don't see me speak back, I'm not ignoring you at all. Yes, reload this page. What is going on with this page? It's doing its own thing right now. Yes, exit the page because it's tripping. We're going to reload the page. Hold on, cousins. It's only when I get to this particular bot, it must be overloaded or something. I don't know. But when I get to this particular bot, it wants to go super slow. But I'm about to jump off because I'm not going to hold you guys too long. But I think this is information worth knowing. When we know better, we can do better. And that's really what my biggest mission is here. My biggest mission is not to come sell you something. My biggest mission is that you learn. They cannot, you know, subdue people that are smart, people that have, informed themselves, people that have equipped and educated themselves. Juneteenth is celebrated every year on the 19th of June. It commemorates June 19, 1865, when Union General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas, and announced that enslaved people were free. More than 2 years after President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863. Juneteenth became a celebration of freedom. We went over that word, okay? Of hope, family, education, economic advancement, self determination. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this because I don't want to be one of those ones who sounds victimish. There has definitely been a lot of change from when our ancestors were here. For us, we have way more opportunities than them. We have way more access, so we are not victims. Okay? They may have changed the format of the system, but the system still didn't change, because now I'm going to show you we were liberated from chains physically only to be put into chains economically. And again, I do not have no victim mentality. I wasn't born back then, because I probably wouldn't be here talking to y'all today. I would definitely revolt. I'm definitely one of them type. Ain't no man or no woman on this earth finna control me. That's just out. Ain't no system, none of that finna control me. When it had the chance, it should have kept it, because once I got free, it can never be. Once you wake up, you can't ever go back to sleep, and that's real. And the only way that I woke up was by educating myself. Stuff I didn't know, I had to find out. And that changed my life. So every time I come by here, it's for educational purposes predominantly. I'm on a campaign, okay? A campaign against lack of knowledge, a campaign against ignorance. Because if you change your mind, you will change your life. If you change your belief, you would change your money, you would change your family. I mean, your relationships will be much better. Everything changes when you change your mind. When you stop saying, I'm oppressed and I can't do this because they got their foot on our neck and look what's happening to us, you will never get out of that cycle, and you will miss your moment. And that's a very dangerous thing, because I'm going to tell you something right now. People is acting like they got all day, or maybe I'll take that opportunity the next time. Do you know how long our ancestors waited for the opportunities that we have available to us right now? Do you know that they died? They were hung, they were beaten, they were raped, they were every type of form of physical abuse that a human being can endure next to Jesus Christ was done to our ancestors. And you know what? What are we doing with what they paid for? What are we doing with that? We just dropped the ball. We just dropped the ball. They paid for that. They paid for us to be able to ride the same buses as the others, go to the same schools as the others. Right now, we have the greatest opportunity, an opportunity that they would have took and bodied. If you would have put even those, back in the Boley, Oklahoma days, those who built Black Wall Street, they would have ran circles around us in this generation. If they had the technology and the access to the things that we have, they would have ran circles. They would have built kingdoms, not just Wall Streets, not just a community. I'm talking about kingdoms. They would have had their own country. Real talk. So back to this. Many newly freed people immediately began soon as they got the Emancipation Proclamation, and this was announced on June 19th. First thing they went and bought was land. See, we cannot do a different thing. We can't go and reinvent the wheel. What worked for them? How did they create Black Wall Street? How did they create all the other Black Wall Streets right down in Los Angeles and in Tennessee and all the other places that they created Black Wall Streets? How did they do that? That is what we're missing. They came up with a system. The first thing they did was buy land, because if we buy land, then we control that land. We can build what we will on that land. That's all we need is land. That's the foundation of the system. After we buy that land, we are going to start building schools because education is very important. And then they said we're going to start creating businesses. You do hair, okay. You do dry cleaning, you do shoe shining, you cook, okay, bet. Okay, you know how to count money? Great. You know how to teach? Great. We're going to start creating businesses. And then they started churches. And then they started building communities. This is the blueprint. And then they started pursuing education. Hey, our money is going to circulate in this bad boy 9 times before it could ever go outside. So everybody getting some. Uncle Jim with the crawdad, crawfish, crab patties, he getting some. My thing is they're finding new ways to still oppress us. It's going digital now, and there are no safe platforms for our people. I get that. I understand that, but they can only oppress people who want to be oppressed. We are creators. Cousin, what really, really, really disturbs me is that they have found a way to use us, but we haven't. They have found a way to get wealthy from us. If you take us out of the equation, what do they have? Their sports are filled with us. But we won't even go start. You know how easy it is to go start a league, a football league of your own? It is easy. I went and looked it up because that question always troubled me. Why they can't start their own football league? I remember they had the Negro League. What's the problem? It's simple, but mentally, oh man, they probably tear our league down, man. They probably ain't gonna support us. It's the mindset. They're finding new ways to still oppress us. Well, we need to find new ways for them not to oppress us. They can't oppress what they cannot control. The only reason why they can't oppress us is because we are dependent on them and their systems. They control everything, especially digitally. Yeah, they control the platforms, the systems. They do. But what is stopping you from creating your own system digitally, separate? If they are dominating the digital space, what is stopping you from creating yours where they don't dominate you? That's food for thought. If I know that somebody is controlling me because it's their house, I'm going to go find a way to build my own house. Because guess what? When I do, they lose control. You only controlling me, controlling when I come in, what I eat, watching where I sit down, whether I sweep your floor or not, because I'm in your house. The moment that I go figure out how to build my own house, so I stop needing your house, you lose control. Do you know we were in control before we let them take control? Even the slaves that came out of slavery, fresh off the dirt of the plantation, they were controlled too, but they still was building. And the stuff that they did then, they can never do in this day and age in 2026. Nah. The stuff that they did then, they can never, ever pull it off. I don't care what systems they got. Okay? Lil Boosie be playing all over this piece. Nobody's going for that. So they don't have no control. And the only reason why they would be dominating in the AI space is because my cousins won't learn it. They still stuck on the old system. You got to learn this. or you will get left behind. And yes, absolutely, they will control you. They want to give people who cannot learn how to use AI and can't learn how to create a living from digital, okay? That's where they're going. So I'm using their analogy. Basically, if you don't know how to get in this thing and function, then you need to be controlled because you won't have the means to be able to take care of you or your family. So, hey, buddy, no worries. We'll give you guaranteed income. I've been sharing that. That's the next thing. Half of America can't afford to live. So they said that they want to make guaranteed income permanent. And that is going to hurt you more than it ever will help you. All because we don't want to learn. If I don't learn nothing else but to build me a community, I'm going to do that. If I build a community and my cousin over here in LA, you know what I'm saying, they got access to this, and my cousin over here in Louisiana, they ain't got everything, but they got pieces. Okay. Hey, you got access to land over there. Okay. You got access to, a grocery store. You got access to, a meat production plant or whatever. We all got, I got access to wheat so we can make bread or whatever. I got a community of people that we can get together when it all goes down, so that nobody individually goes down by themselves. It'd be too many of us. Where we can rely and depend on each other. That's what our ancestors did. They built their own community. And that's what we need to get back to. They cannot control our communities if we controlling them. I don't know where you live, but if you go to your wealthiest area in your city or state, go see if police is ride by over there. They don't. Why? Because the neighbors control the neighborhood. So they don't need to have police policing them. I live in areas that you never hear the police or the paramedics. It's like so foreign. And I come from the hood where that's all you hear. California, that's all you hear back to back. Ghetto bird in the air. I mean, it was like strange to not hear that because that's all I heard all my life. But then I realized, dang, police don't even ride over here. They don't have to police them areas because the people police their own areas. They control everybody knows everybody community. The areas they do control are the areas that they control. Well, we got to go over here. This is government housing over here. It's low income housing. Government owned, funded, low income. You feel what I'm saying? They control that stuff. Literally. I get on here and tell my people all the time. I went and bought land. Why? Because I don't want the rent system controlling whether I get to have somewhere to live or not. And on that land, I'm going to build a school, and I'm going to build a hospital, and I'm going to build a bank, and I'm going to build a grocery store. Those are the 4 pillars on that land. I'm going to build affordable housing on that land. I'm going to make the most out of that land. I'm going to, at the front of the land by the highway, I'm going to have big truck parking on that part of the land. Because I got water rights. I have a well on my land. You won't control my water. You won't control my food. If you don't want me to go into your building because I ain't got A, B, C, or D, or E in my body, then hey, I have my own, so I don't have to go into your establishment. I don't have to shop with you. I don't have to buy food from your grocery store. I grow it from my ground. I don't have to do business with your bank because I have it within. We know we have a trading system. Okay, amongst ourselves. You got sugar, I got rice. You got butter, we got rice, butter rice. Okay, you got hot water cornbread, I got a system, and this is what we need to get back to. Are we gonna keep on spinning the block with what we've been spinning the block with? Okay, this digital thing is not a bad thing. This digital thing is the best thing that could happen in our generation. You want to know why? Because it puts us in a position where we can be on top for the first time. We don't have to be on the bottom. I create apps for people. Now people got to come to me. I don't got to go to them to create me an app. People got to come to me to have apps created for them. People got to come to me to have websites created for them, or other people who use AI, who learn how to use AI to build websites in seconds, apps in minutes. No coding skills, none of that. Songs. I ain't got to be an artist, but I got songs that I sell on Spotify, on Apple, distributed to over 50 platforms, all because of AI. We couldn't work our way to wealth. We couldn't beg for it. The Homestead Act, we still ain't got that 40 acres and a mule, but now they had to open this AI to everybody because it's the new system they building. This has no barrier. This can't be discriminatory towards you. This ain't got nothing to do with your education or your background. The first time in our lives that we can actually participate in something, and we not be locked out because of the color of our skin, or our degrees, or our background. The first time in our lives that we can create something that works for us and we don't got to work for it. I mean, the first time we can really set our own selves free, and we scared to. I want to see if I can find the image, because this is what this is. Hold on, let me see if I can find this image. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up this image. I don't want to go there. Uh, all right, here we go. Let me see the image, man. Why is it showing up like this? Hold on. Because I want to put it on screen. Without having to go to the dang on. All right. This is what's happening with millions of people right now. Sometimes the chains that prevent us from being free are more mental than physical. That's why education is key. Now, that horse is bigger than that chair, but that horse keeps being tied down and strapped and oppressed to something that is smaller than it, because it's the mindset. He looking at that plastic chair, not looking at it like, man, you weigh lesser than me. All I gotta do is drag you. Versus he looking at that chair saying, You have kept me here and I can't break free. Freedom is right there. But look how that horse looking at that chair. Freedom is right there. And he don't know he's free because his mind tells him that that chair is holding him there prisoner. It's what's happening to our people. I can't do this AI. I just practically showed you how to do AI. That's all you need to know. How to tell it what you want. It's called prompt engineering. I'm telling this thing what I want. Hey, I want some Uno cards. You know, I want to create some ashtrays. Give me an image so I can go take this image over here to this other platform and create me some ashtrays for 420. Actually, I'm gonna do something later. I ain't gonna do that on online, but yeah, AI is real easy. It's the mental, and you talking to somebody who absolutely hated AI. I got tired of being scammed and played out my money because I didn't know it was costing me more not to know. And the reason why I was willing to pay more not to know is because I was afraid of it. I was like, this is difficult. AI, anytime you say anything about a computer, I would be locked in until you told me, oh, you got to get on here. You got to type this. I'll be like, can I just pay you to do it? I need this, but I don't even feel like trying to learn something new. I was too comfortable in my mind. And then when they didn't do it the way that I wanted it done, they brought it back, and I'm like, no, that's not my vision. Because I'm a visionary. I got to see it to see it. Like, nah, that's not it. Yeah, this is the way you should do it. I'm like, no, that's not what I see. But this is the way you should do it. And then I go with their recommendation, and then the thing just falls to pieces. I'm like, well, how can you fix this? Oh, that'll be another $1,000. So I just kept on losing a lot of money, all because I didn't want to learn. And God kept telling me, you need to learn this. And I'm nope, this is too much. And then when I saw how simple it was, like I had to get a mentor to show me because I was afraid of it. And once my mentor showed me how simple it was, like literally, I was like, this changes the game. This changes my life. I don't know what I was tripping off of. I'm over here trying to build this out the wrong way. You know how long I told God I would write my book and never wrote my book that He kept telling me to write? I was like, yeah, if you get something that I can speak my book into, because every time I try to sit down and write, I get writer's block. So if I'm more of a speaker, if you invent some type of technology, God, where I can speak into a microphone and then have my book transcribed for me, I'll write my book. I am now a published author of 4 books. 5. The first 2 I did a traditional way. Took me months. The last 3 took me minutes. Literally. Minutes. So now when I publish books, I can publish a whole series. Do it one time and get paid forever. When I leave this earth, my books will still be here. Why? Because I created a system that works for me, whether I'm asleep, whether I'm gone on to glory, whether I'm in another city, another country. I set up a system called a book. This is my first book. And if you see me typing in Thacker, that is my maiden name. And when I wrote this book, I was not married. Okay. This is my book right here on Amazon. It's probably gonna open up another tab, is it? That's my first book. Wrote this way back in like 2008. 100 pages long. I don't promote the book for my own reasons. I'll share that when I'm released to do that. But yeah, I wrote this book. It's my first book. And then my bad, y'all. I hit the wrong back button. My bad, my bad. So that was my first published book. This is my second published book. Okay. But I've set up a system. Nobody did this for me, and I'm not blaming anybody. I know my peoples didn't know no better, or they probably would have did better. I'm just gonna say that. But I had to break out of the mindset that, hey, this is just how life is. They're gonna always oppress us. Man, ain't nobody oppressing us. They do oppressive things because they have systems that oppress us. But really, when you want to break free and you want to get out of their system, they can no longer oppress you. It's my favorite analogy, and I know it sucks to have this analogy, but a PIMP cannot be a PIMP unless he has some HOESs. If the HOESs decide to leave the PIMP, he can no longer PIMP because he have nobody to pimp on. Scammers can't scam people who don't know about being scammed. You understand? Oh, I'm not privy to that scam, so therefore I got scammed because I was uneducated about the scam. I didn't know nothing about the scam going on, so I became a victim. No, you people can only do what you allow them to do. That's it. That's all. I want to invite y'all to the Wealth Coalition, okay? The Wealth Coalition is where I don't sell products, okay? I serve you and I'll show you how to use AI, how to get your credit together, how to buy land, how to go get funding. Everything that they have hid from us and kept it a secret, I give it to you because I went before you and paid the price. I will say this, it really ain't hidden if you pay the right price. It's only a secret to those who not willing to pay. Simple stuff. Like I didn't know, and I'll share something so simple that I found out. I was like, hey, Dr. Tawana, did you know that you can actually go and start a business and put you some trade lines on it? Take you about 90 days. You can actually go buy you a shelf corp, a business that's already been in business for a lot of years. It's already ready for funding. You pay for it, put your name on it, and now you have a business that they will fully fund because you have longevity behind it. You're not a liability, you're asset. First 1 to 2 years of a new business, they still okay. You new, so we probably give you 10,000. But you seasoned. You've been in business for 10 years. Okay, yeah, we talking about what do you need? 300,000, 500,000. They love to give this money away. Ah, they love to give this money away. They love to give this money away if you just structure it the right way. We're not giving money to individuals. We're giving money to structures. I was like, well, shut your mouth. Yeah, they'll give you all this money. I bet. Baby, don't tell me once. You talking about 100,000? What? Okay, bet. I went and got me multiple LLCs because I said, you know what? If I'm building one, I can build four at the same time. They're not going to say, oh, you have one business. We funded that business already. No, you got four different businesses. We can fund all four of them. They're separate entities. They have their separate social security numbers called EINs. Okay. And then it was like, if something ever happens, you need to bankrupt the business. It's not tied to you personally. So I don't bear no responsibility. Nah, it's not tied to you personally. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can go bankrupt the business and feds will pay it off, write it off, tax write off. It's not tied to you, so they're not going to come sue you or come after, you for the monies. Oh, okay. And guess what? You just go create you another business and do it again. I'm like, what? 1,000% legal. 1,000% legal. Yo, I can go and start a business on paper, get 250,000. Just things don't work out, bankrupt the business. They can't sue me because it ain't tied to me. It's its own entity. They write it off. I can go start me another business. I won't be penalized. No. Go start you another business, do the same thing. Wow, yeah, that's how we build generational wealth. That's how we get capital. That's how we get, you know, investment money. I'm like, what the hell? If my people knew this, oh, we would dance. Oh, we would have a good time. Okay, thanks for the information. I'm gonna go back and tell my people, come over here, let me help y'all get together. You know what my people gonna do? Be scared. Sit there. I don't know if that's gonna work. It's the horse tied to the plastic chair. It's the horse tied to the plastic chair. Hey, if you got good credit and you don't have no money, you can turn that good credit into thousands of dollars. No, I didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah. Look, this is the way they want it. They don't want this many heart inquiries. They don't want a negative, negative remarks. So, okay, bet. Now go somewhere into a bank, car dealership, or purchase a home with a 750 credit score. They will give you the money. They would give you the house. They would give you the car. No cash down. No, it's yours. But go have 100,000 and bad credit, and they will still deny you. If I went in with a 750 credit score and somebody went in with $250,000, they are going to go with me with the 750 credit score over the person with 150,000 in bad credit. Man, we don't. You got all this money, but we don't know we're gonna get our monthly payment. Your risk. This person, adult report card, the AKA the credit report, say they pay on time. We're gonna go with this one. We don't care how much money you got. Yeah, we can't help you. You're denied. You have to pay off the whole vehicle first. We can't finance you. When I learned the power of credit, who cares about money? For money, they give you back what you spend. You spend paper, they give you paper. Would you like your receipt, please? Paper? Oh, yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. Come again. But let me pay with my credit card. I got reward points because I learned how to play the game. So they reward me for playing the game. I got frequent flyer miles. I can fly all over the world and get discounts in my favorite places I shop at. All because I use a credit card. So all of that is inside of the Wealth Coalition. Okay. It's $97 a month to be inside of the coalition. But what I am going to do, since it's Freedom Day, I'm going to give you a shot at freedom. Okay. I'm going to give you a shot at financial freedom, taking back your life, taking back control of your finances by getting access to come in this community. A lot of the stuff is done for you in here. So you come in ready to make money. Okay, this is already in here. You can sell that. I've created that for you. These ebooks and all this stuff, I created that for you so you can come in and learn how to get paid while you are learning instead of having to learn. And no, people need money now. Okay, so I will allow. Might leave this up for. I might leave this up. I might not leave this up. If I don't leave it up, then I might have something else that I offer. Try to come by here a little early so that I can have, um, you know, a decent amount of time to kind of cover everything. Because some people like, Dr. T, you offer so many things. I want to know about this and I want to know about that. But I do what I can when I can. Okay, $97 one-time payment for those that will get inside of the Wealth Coalition within the next 12 hours. I might leave it up. If I don't, charge it to my head, not to my heart. But instead of paying $97 a month, I will give you grandfathered to come in at $97 one time payment and you stay inside of the coalition forever. Okay? As long as the coalition is coalitionally. Okay, there's real estate, trust, how to become your own bank with your own insurance policies. You get access to my connections, government contracts, where to go buy apartment complexes. Even if you got bad credit, using their money. Okay, it's called a DSCR loan that you don't know about, that you ought to know about. Okay, they will give you the money. If you know the game, if you know how to go play the game, they will pay you to go buy land. They will pay you to help with affordable housing. They will pay you to start businesses that other people can work from or work in. They will pay you real, real well. And right now, my beautiful melanated people, they got $3 trillion they want to give us to start a business. I'm going to teach you inside of the Wealth Coalition. If you would like to get into the Wealth Coalition, if you are live with me now, put a one in the chat. I will give you the information. Instagram cousins. It is linked over here, that big old red button that says Wealth Coalition Community. All you got to do is click on that, okay? And I will allow you to get in one-time payment. Yeah, matter of fact, DM me because I think I need to change the link because it's $97 a month. But if you DM me, I will send you the link where it's a one-time fee of $97, and then you're grandfathered in. Okay. Same thing over here for YouTube and YouTube and Facebook. Excuse me, YouTube and Facebook. If you guys are interested, then you guys can hit me up. Let me put my contact information up here, and I will send you the information. That is, if I decide to leave it up for 12 hours. If I take it down, then of course you won't be able to contact me. Um, because it would be down. Okay, but there's the payment information if you just want to lock your spot in, or if you want to email me, then you can do that as well. Okay, is there any questions for me before I go? Thank you for your time. I was not expecting to be here a little bit over, but sometimes I do go over, especially when I'm trying to demonstrate, or I'm trying to show you how easy something is, or I'm trying to educate you about what's going on. I will spend quality time with you, so that you know and that you are very, very, very informed and educated about a situation or a matter. If there are no questions, then I love you, beautiful people. Thank you for tapping in. Definitely look forward to speaking with y'all when I don't know, but whenever I can, I will. Um, this is where all my time will be inside of the Wealth Coalition. I try to just kind of, keep reiterating that because once I'm gone, I'm gone. And that doesn't mean that I'm gone for good. It just means that, my time, my live time, me coming by here, talking to you as a cousin, showing you this live, real, raw live in real time type of time. I won't be on that type of time, okay? Always be pointing you to the Wealth Coalition or whatever I got going on, but it won't be live and in living color. Not like this. So I love y'all and I hope to see you guys soon. Instagram fam, hit the DM if it's you, and we'll go ahead and get you straight and locked in till the next time. If ain't nobody tells y'all they love you, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Go in peace so you don't end up in pieces. God bless, God bless, God bless.